Welcome to Human Capital Management, a screencast about ERP and human resources. So first we're going to look at the evolution of HR information systems. In the past, HR systems focused on just one area of human resources. So you had packages for personnel management, application, applicant tracking, and payroll, benefits administration, and time and labour management. These were all separate systems that didn't talk to each other, and they also shared redundant data such as name and address and employee information. They weren't linked to any of the other business systems, so reducing the effectiveness of what could be achieved in HR quite considerably. The evolution into ERP enabled data integration, and that led to data sharing and business process re-engineering to bring these different packages together into one information system. So there followed a kind of HR software arms race, and you can see on the right here the featureitis curve where you add more and more features. And in theory it's making the users happier, but in actual fact you come past a certain point where the thing becomes so complicated to operate that the user happiness and the user ability of the software goes, and evidence shows that most organisations successfully deploy less than 25% of the functionality that they pay for. It also shows that you would do better to have good project leadership and program management to achieve the best result from your software. So managing who you put on the project and how they're done is important. So a new model for human resources, the need for ERP Human Capital Management. New roles and HRIS demands. Trend analysis of historical data is used to plan HR strategy. So for HR business partners and subject matter experts, the emphasis will likely be on the development of a coherent and reliable source of data that can drive predictive trend analysis from historical data. So questions that HR business partners may wish to resolve would include predicting seasonal peaks in business demand for HR services, use of these predictions to create a plan for HR delivery strategy, accurate historical data on individual performance, information on reward and terms and conditions to support organisational design decisions, providing data on external benchmarks and comparators, and tools to support the development of scorecard metrics. So new roles that HR is going to need, or does need. New roles include contact management, knowledge management tools, document management, telephony, HR metrics, scorecard analyses, specialist tools, and an external comparator for data. This can lead to HR being through a stepped process, either starting as a shared service centre where the credibility of the centre relies on customer experience, delivery of key performance indicators, cost performance, cost against performance, visible continuous performance and improvement. And so to make that happen, strong transactional solutions are needed, integration going across processes, the integration of customer management and HR management activity, and performance management tools are needed, and financial measurement tools. As the HR area and the HR system proceeds, HR becomes much more of a business partner for the business, where the credibility of the system rests in being close to the business flexing HR delivery to adapt to business change, and having the skills to deliver that change. So therefore, in that situation, HR needs to predict business demand and model the outcomes. For example, how to translate seasonal peaks into a resourcing strategy, development of new markets into an organizational design, and Salesforce performance into integrated performance and reward processes. Finally, the HR system starts to become a center of excellence with deep skills and credibility, specialized tool sets, accurate predictive capability. And so to make that happen, we need to ensure it has specialist, not generic tools. It's compared externally through benchmarking and comparators with other companies. It's good at scorecard metrics and has a predictive capability. So HR moves into these various new areas with the aim of becoming a proactive centre of excellence for the business. New roles and demands on HRIS continue, so you can see that an HR subject matter expert within a discipline covers the full range of transactional and information oriented demand, and is fairly high up there in the routine access area. Now if you go right to the far right, information oriented routine access is available to HR senior management, whereas occasional browser based access, very much transaction based self-service, is down in the bottom left for the employee and for certain elements of line management. So you can see where the key trends are there. So specialists in HR would develop their own management information systems needs and support systems for their role. This diagram shows the different tiers of HR. So we've got 66% there providing quick and easy access for self-service for the employees via browser over the internet, ensuring real-time information and transactions. Then you move to shared services, where you track work in Tier 1, so you be able to answer standard process and policy requests and set up cases and referrals to Tier 2. And in Tier 2, we have subject matter experts who resolve complex cases, provide functional expertise, refer matters to external specialists if they need to, set up cases for process policy experts who are in a centre of excellence or in an HR business partner in Tier 3, which is, we're down to 1% of those companies involved at this stage. And this is an area where you can have a centre of excellence or an HR business partner, where the HR system, then you're looking at ensuring process and policy development takes place, resolving complex cases and requests, and then deciding on exception requests and what should happen in those circumstances. And there are various devices that feed into these shared services and set things up. So you can see some of them in that diagram. HR functions in ERP Human Capital Management. So this is where you use ERP technologies for HR. Integration of a wider set of technologies is critical to success, and ERP vendors must be able to demonstrate that they understand the business need and can offer a proven integrated solution. Effective business-focused governance of the HR IT solution is critical to protect investment in the HR IT and to ensure that the solution does not become fragmented or watered down over time. If you want to see the importance of governance, then just go to that link for why HR governance matters. So here's a list of HR roles, and you can see in those 4 areas where the HR person can be an HR HR admin expert, an employee advocate, a change champion, or a strategic partner for the business. And the list of roles: recruiting and hiring new employees, training, job assignment, compensation and benefits, performance evaluation, discharge of employees, management of contractors, managing organisational talent, succession planning, and supporting organisational change. Use of ERP technologies for HR. Well, you have HR personnel management, the management of personnel records, resumes, and compensation rates. In recruitment management and benefits administration, you have links for the employee data to actual benefits, allows selection from their group of benefits. You have time and labour management, talent management, and then payroll, where you pay checks and tax reports, send tax reports. It's a general ledger integration for pay data and management accounting analysis done. And then finally, in this section, you have employee self-service, travel reimbursement, signing up for training classes, etc., personal data and benefits changes. Employee data that's shared in ERP. In the CRM system, an employee can be associated with a customer as the primary contact with the company. In financials, a salesperson can be associated with a sales order, and the date from that order could roll into the payroll system to calculate commissions. Cost accounting, the employee payroll costs can be captured and transferred to the cost accounting module for financial analysis. In project systems, PS, employee time information can be gathered and reflected in the project systems module to determine profitability of projects. In operations, employee availability can be considered as production managers generate production forecasts. And finally, in performance metrics, time is tracked by employees supporting specific functions that can be compared, allowing managers to optimize the dedication of employees to specific products or customers. Employee self-service benefits. This includes increased accuracy by embedding online advice to reduce employee errors, and by putting the data directly in the hands of the people who know it best. Increased timeliness by providing both managers and employees with a single point of entry to all their HR information and processes, such as the portals that you see on the right hand side there. Manage everything in employees' own languages, from profiles including skills, resumes, contact details and bank data, to self-appraisals, learning, etc. Give managers the tools to perform activities such as transfers, employee training and enrollment, terminations, compensation and performance reviews, and skills searches. So a self-service portal might have these different areas: employee search, benefits and payment, career and job, life and work events, working time, personal information, purchasing, travel and expenses. So you can see what each one of these things does. So this is a modeler company and it's got a self-service portal in it. Examples of sub-functions would be the recording of working time and self-service or a timesheet to plot what's going on in terms of working hours. SAP Human Capital Management also manages employee training. Via a dashboard, you can see a dashboard in part of the corporate portal there where courses are being marked or will be marked. The employee can see the training they're booked on as one function of the employee self-service portal. HRIS in SAP Human Capital Management. So here is the SAP Easy Access menu with human resources highlighted, and you will have seen a little bit of this in the little bit you've done on HR, those of you who have done it. This consists of easy access menu gives you a role-based dashboard, kind of manager's desktop, personnel management, time management, payroll, the SAP learning solution including Adobe Connect, training and event management, organizational management, travel management, information systems, the environment, health and safety. So here are some of the elements of HCM, from employee administration, time attendance, global employee management, and lots more in workforce process management. In talent management, you have career and succession planning, employee performance management, compensation management, recruitment, etc. In workforce deployment, you have project resource planning, resource and program management, and retail scheduling. And finally, in end user service delivery, you have manager self-services, employee self-services, and employee interaction at a center. So here are roles in SAP Human Capital Management. You have talent management including competencies, recruitment, performance, talent review, staff development, learning, succession planning, and compensation, plus talent analytics. In HR processes, you have administration, staff management, benefits, healthcare, time and attendance, payroll and legal issues, processes and forms, workforce planning, cost plans and simulation, benchmarking, process analytics, and strategic alignment. And then you have workforce management, project resource plans, resources and programs, and retail scheduling. And finally, user service delivery, manager self-service, employee self-services, and an employee portal. In personnel management, you have the tasks of screening applicants, interviewing, entry-level training, continuing education, personnel policies and procedures, vacation and sickness policies, the capturing of employee master data, including organizational assignment, bank details and contract info, leave entitlement, pay rate, and staff insurance. And in the area of benefits administration, we have health and insurance plans, flexible spending plans, pension plans, profit sharing plans, stock plans, retirement plans, leave plans, and then the vacation accrual of records and sick leave accrual records. In time and attendance, you have time card records online, supervisor attendance for reviews, cost accounting of time worked, cost control, consolidated time card, and labour forecasting. And in recruitment management, we have the communication of career opportunities, the use of LinkedIn and professional networking, recommendations from other professionals, streamlining application methods for applicants, the use of third-party providers and job portals, evaluation of applicant suitability, the qualification of candidates, job fit and background, the matching of applicants to job descriptions, onboarding, use of the company portal for accepting interviews and negotiation offers, and completing induction activities. In talent management, we look at aligning people to the firm's objectives, reward key employees for doing that, position management, ensure low staff turnover rates, have rewards and career planning, a talent database showing potential rank of each person that might be suitable for another job, plan for future appointments, optimal learning development, and the closing of skills gaps. In employee performance, EPM, we have streamlining of employee appraisals, goal planning and coaching, performance assessments and rewards, managers and employees collaborating on goals, and performance history reviews. In SAP ERP Human Capital Management modules, we have learning management, administering of employee learning, management of talent in conjunction with talent management software, building employee training modules, booking courses and instructors, scheduling courses online, the evaluation of course results, and learning management supports training programs in the area of face-to-face, computer-based webinars and virtual classrooms. Environment health is also very important. The monitoring of plants for radioactivity in the case of if there's been some kind of accident. So injury and environmental monitoring is important. ERP systems also centralise all the data and allow for trend analysis of injuries and non-compliance, risk mitigation, legal reporting, corporate governance, reputation management and legal claims defence, etc. For employee self-service, we have employees updating their own records, instigating documents and procedures. They can access these via a portal on an intranet where workflow is initiated and confirmed by email. Improved service for employees is possible. Streamlines admin with reduced cost. Employees gain ownership of the role. Hence, employee self-service is viewed very positively by staff. It reduces errors by giving in info to normal staff. They handle the role and know it, and role-based user interfaces are used. Then you have manager self-service. Similar really. Managers can action elements related to compensation and staffing, budgeting and cost management, recruitment initiation, employee performance reviews, authorization of leave requests, expenses tracking, budget consumption, a review of projects, travel planning, access to employee and personnel management records, and other elements such as the manager's desktop. So on the left you see a manager's role-based desktop, and on the right hand side you see HCM manager self-service. So so that's what is in that portal. And then on the right you have manager's desktop, where they can access personal data, organizational data, compensation management systems, recruitment, specialist other areas, workflow inbox and requisitions, and all that happens within the manager's desktop. So there are some resources here that you can interact with. There's HCM overview for SAP. If you click any of these, so if you bring the mouse up and click on here, then it'll take you to this address. It's just popping up there, or maybe it's not going to. So look through all of these. There's an automation video for HR there, personal file management, mobile time and travel. These are web pages that it will take you to, so you can pick up all the information. Here's some examples of HCM solutions. So in a university you might have SAP ERP HCM and employee self-service deployed. The benefits would be reduced payroll costs, staff flexibility and better reporting, and the reduction of staff errors. In case 2, a car manufacturer, again the solution is SAP ERP HCM. The benefits: better operations, one interface and optimized personnel admin. That's what should happen in theory. And you have these employee self-service terminals on shop floors, allowing non-PC based staff access. So those are the elements of human capital management I'd like to focus on. So this is the last module that we cover on any of the syllabuses related to ERP. So thank you for listening, and please let me know by email if you've got questions. So thank you very much.